Hey, it's me, Mario!
Right, okay. As you can see, here it is. Parts in my pocket. And what we want to know is, does it fit? I've drilled an hole in the bottom just to make it a little bit lighter, much the same as the other one. And I might just run just some bead inserts down there just to make it a little easier to grip with your fingers. But you'll see what it does in a moment anyway. Just put one on there. Now, this is the original one. I say I can cover it up more with polythene now so it can get in. I hope you can see that. There. Now I've repaired it, as I said, and it's got an O-ring on it now, which it didn't have. And yeah. As you can see, that's got a lot of movement in it. Right. Yeah. I should have made it bigger. So I've made it the same as this. Anyway, let's see if it fits. Hopefully it will. So that's the original one. You can see it's got no ring on it now, and I've repaired it. I put a little bit of tissue inside to see if it got any water in it, but as you can see it hasn't, but it's been covered up with polythene anyway. This is mine. Will it screw in? Yes. I haven't put an O-ring on it, obviously, as you can see. But yeah, there you go. But we will have a lot of slop. Yeah, we have. But we're going to do, because that one has as well. So I've made it, that's correct. That is 1 inch by 14. We'll have a measure. But yeah, that will do it. As you can see, there is slop in the threads. I've got the very nears here to zero them for 1 inch. So that's slightly oversized. It's 1 inch and 3/10. By the looks of that, I'm looking upside down, but I'm sure you can see it. So it's very slightly oversized. Yeah, 2.5. Okay. And that's slightly under, so mine will be slightly tighter. I'm sure you can see it. I'm looking upside down, but I'm sure you'll be able to see it on the camera. Let's just see what size the hole is, because that should be 1 inch. What's that? 969. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, that, does it? That is over 1 inch. That is smaller than 1 inch, but yet we've got a lot of play. Well, I get that to about, is it 968? Hope you can see that on camera. Just turn this up so I can see. Let's go upside. Oops. Sorry about this, guys. The ramp's got water on it. I don't want to get my camera in the water. So that's what it is. And that won't go in there. So if we zero, that's 38 thou bigger, or 30, whatever it is, I can't really see it upside down. 36, 38 thou bigger than the OD on that. So that to me says the threads are too deep. And looking at that, they certainly look it. Comparing that to that, they look a lot deeper. But that's what the threadwise said it should be. So maybe you can shed some light on it. I've done the maths on it, and the thread depths are exactly 63 thou. But as you can see, there's a lot of movement in that as well, up and down. But it's made exactly the same, so I'm a bit bewildered. I'm just going to measure that all one more time. Slightly different measurement that time. That won't go in there. 0. That's 22 thou larger. Bit strange, isn't it? Anyway, let us know. Let us know in the comments what you think. Right, what we've done is just to break the top up a little bit and give me a chance to have a bit of purchase on it through it with my fingers. I've just put it in a 5 bolt hole circle on the mill through the DRO, and you can see that's what we've come out with, just some little 3mm indentations just round it like that. So it doesn't need to be screwed in very tight, it's just enough to, you know, cushion the O-ring and seal the O-ring, so it doesn't have to be real tight. So that just, you know, helps you just get your fingers on the corner. I could have done 10, so another one between would look pretty as well, but you know, it is what it is. But you could do a design on the end, I suppose, as well if you want. But yeah, just an old pattern. I used a 1/4 2 flute end mill to do it with. In fact, I'll take it out and show you it. This is what we used. It's a brand new one. And I can resharpen these as well, so yeah. 2 flute. And just slid it into the part, 3mm, and just milled down 1/2 inch. And that's what we've ended up with. That nice little outer curve on there, which just gives enough room to get my fingers on the purchase. And so we went down, I think it was about 1/2 inch, but that doesn't look 1/2 inch, does it? Yeah, went down 1/4 inch, not 1/2 inch. So there you go. Or would it be better that way if we're talking in inches? Great, so that's the end of the little project. That'll seal nicely. What I'm going to do now is give it a good clean with some brake cleaner, and even probably put it on the stove overnight and get it really dry, and then we'll give it a coat of paint, because it is steel. It would have been made better out of brass, and I do have some brass. I should have made it out of brass really, but I didn't want to waste my brass in case I cocked up. But steel's fine once it's got some grease around it. It's always got grease inside. Once this is painted and the paint stuck to it, it'll be fine. It'll never rust. If it does, it'll only rust around the outside here. From here down will be inside. There'll be an O-ring here, and it'll be sealed, so it'll be fine. Okay, so bit of scrap metal off whatever it was off, and that's what it turned out at. Quite pretty. Right, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Until next time.